Hello everybody, this is Zigzag coming to you from somewhere in this world. We're back to continue our playthrough of Phoenix Point, the Year 1 edition featuring the Kaos Engines DLC. And our somewhere in the world today is showing you the gnomes of Wrocław. And there's hundreds of these gnome statues throughout the city. And if you ever have a chance to look up the history behind the gnomes of Wrocław, it's pretty cool, pretty interesting. But as far as our concerns here now, as far as Phoenix Point is concerned, we're going to be headed up here to do this Chaos mission next. But I want to take a quick pause to introduce our newest character that we have, who has joined the team. We recruited last episode, and now we're going to say a big hello to Hermann Heisenberg von Hertz and welcome him to the team. Now, the fun thing about Hermann is he came with a little bit of a backstory, so why don't I share that with you a little bit. He's ready to join the roster. Hermann Heisenberg von Hertz, a chemist and pacifist from Luxembourg that could no longer look away when the Pandorans overrun the world. He is ready to serve, ideally as an infiltrator-based class. He does not object to bionic augmentations, but will never allow his head to be mutated. He just loves his long hair and handlebar mustache too much. So we tried to give him a little bit of a look to go along with that backstory. He's got the long hair. He's sporting a handlebar mustache. In fact, you can let me know if this is the style of handlebar mustache you were looking for with the curl at the tips, or if you're looking for more of a heavy-handed handlebar mustache as such, hanging down like that. They're both, I think, considered handlebar mustaches, but we went with the one with the flare. You can just confirm that that's the look you were going for. So welcome aboard, Hermann von Hertz. You're going to see action soon enough, I'm sure. We basically outfitted you in some independent armor because that's what we had available. Just be happy that we had some some spare armor for you. And while I was looking at the map, here is where he's sitting at the base. And for some reason, that Tiamat we captured, I don't know why, or I don't even remember doing it, but obviously I clicked on sending it to Fort Escort, and that's not where we want the Tiamat to go. So let's get it going to the base here. And then let's get our other ship here flying over to the mission that we're going to be doing next. But there is one thing I also want to do. A eagle-eyed viewer pointed out that when we activated our Alaska base up here, as I usually do, I do away with the access lift because I've never needed it yet. Obviously, like with the reserve store I'm building now, if there ever comes a time where I could have used the access lift, I won't be so rambunctious about scrapping them. But for now, whoops, for now, we're going to get rid of it, demolish it, scrap it, and see what we can get for it. And 100 supplies and 5 tech. That's good for me. Okay. Now, I think that's pretty much all I had to do. We got our intro, and oh, there was one other thing I noticed looking around the map. And this is where I'm going to defer to anybody out there that may know more than me. Because I know when you attack a haven with I think it was the Hypnos update that changed all the diplomacy things where it's a lot worse for us in doing that. But there's also an alert level mechanic that I'm aware of, but I can't find exactly more details about it. So in other words, we're at a certain alert level because we stole their Tiamat. That alert level will reduce in 3 days. And I've read in the Hypnos upgrade notes that when you get to alert level 3 in a haven, you can't do a thing with them. Obviously, we aren't at that level because we can still send an aircraft there and raid. But I don't know what level we're at that we're reducing from in 3 days. I've read everything I can. I've clicked around and looked everywhere I can. And obviously, At least I think I'm missing something. There's nothing in the diplomacy section that I see that tells me about alert levels. And there's nothing in the Phoenixpedia that describes these alert levels and how you tell what alert level a haven's at. So if anyone out there does have this knowledge, please share it with myself and the rest of our viewers down in the comments, so we can better figure this out. Or is this just a mechanic that was added without proper UI information available? I guess we'll find out. But anyways, let's just get this thing moving. All the miscellaneous is now done. Now we have a mission to accomplish. And we're going to try and secure this armadillo. We got one more ship to get there. All right. Chaos Intel says that the armadillo's engine locks are engaged. We must find a way to override them, or it is not going anywhere. So let's get in here to see about doing this mission. We got our team of 8. And we just got to make sure we're all outfitted the way we need to hopefully be successful. And we got to make sure, following a scavenge mission, that we aren't all stripped down and we are fully equipped to be able to handle this mission. I am going to go ahead and give you another spot of will, Shane Marine Grunt Vanson. We have a chance on one. We only have one of these guns, and I got to figure out who I want to have this upgraded shotgun. Now, if we look at this, we have a damage 35, burst 8. And this one comes with damage 35, burst 10. Just the difference is this was an effective range of 10. This one has an effective range of 8. Other than that, they're pretty similar. So basically the Anu one can hurt more. And with shotguns, we're getting up close anyway. So I don't see that, you know, that's much of a detriment not having quite the range as the other one. So it is definitely an upgrade as far as damage output is concerned. So we just got to figure out eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And probably what I'll do is look at who has the best speed and combination with willpower, and that's where I'm going to put it. That's what I'm thinking. So let's get moving on and look at everybody here. Cecil, no upgrades for you yet, but at least you can help us out a little more this time. In fact, the independent handgun, I think we're going to switch you over and give you an upgrade with our own Phoenix Point pistol, because we have one available. In fact, we do have ammo for this other pistol, and I'll tell you what, let's just give you that one as a reward. Effective range 14, effective range 18. Yeah, what the heck, we'll give you this pistol instead. And Vrantios Zeus, got to get you that boom blast, but you're equipped and looking good. Mark the Hatch Schiffer, I think we'll see about upgrading you, because you've got the New Jericho hurt him a little harder than the average guy kind of build here. In fact, I'm going to give you an extra med kit on this one, just because you can carry it, and we haven't done this mission before, so we want to make sure we're prepared for anything. On this one, no upgrades there. Sir Salsis, yeah, we don't have the pistol upgrade for you, and I think we'll hold off at the moment on I like the variety of sniper rifles that we have right now. It'd be nice to get a Synedrian one, so we have the big variety out there. I'm wondering, do I want to go for more power with you on your shot and give up a little bit of accuracy? Well, you know what? Since you've gained Master Marksman, that's going to help some of your accuracy. I think now is the time to see about helping you hit harder. And we'll equip you that way. And we'll give you that spare clip of ammo. In fact, do you have the spare clip? Yes, you do. And you cannot afford to carry anything extra, Sir Saucis, so we'll move on. Landon Avery, your speed is 15, your willpower 11. And then Soren, your speed is 14, willpower 12. Pretty close. Pretty close. But with the slightly extra speed, that's where we're going to go. So we're going to drop off that weapon for you and give you the shotgun here. And then what we'll do is make sure we'll trade off. Now that we have a shotgun on the assault team, we're going to trade that off and let you carry some shredding ability. Sarin Black. We're going to give you, you've got your 12 here. So we're going to dip a little bit in the pool to get you, well now you got the speed up there too now. Do we have anything we can give here? And we're going to give you the 12 willpower. So we're up to that minimum base that I prefer. That's just the numbers I've come up with that I like at this point in the game. There's nothing magical about that number that I use. We can't really carry anything else here. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to give you an extra med kit. And that's it. We're ready to go. Let's go see what this mission is all about. All items on this battlefield will be automatically recovered. Okay, here we are on the map. Let's get a good look at this map if we can. Looks like we see an Arthron back here. We also see a Triton standing far ahead of us. What kind of a Triton is this? Oh man. Neural pistols, which we hate, because on these missions where we need to move around and get out, you hate being slowed by a neural pistol. And then he also has Pain Chameleon. And then this guy back here that we have sight of, he's also got a machine gun with return fire, but he's not close enough to concern me that way yet. And then finally, we have some new Jericho individuals out there. This guy's sitting up on a roof with a big, nice view of the battlefield. And I was aware that there were going to be some new Jericho on here. You know, it's hard not to see everything or hear everything when you're reading the forums and whatnot. I try to eliminate as many spoilers as I can, so this is as fresh as possible. But I was aware of that. The question is, can I activate them to help us fight the Pandorans? Or is this going to be like that pure mission with the Synedrian, where it's a free-for-all, everybody against everybody? That'll be pretty wild. Actually, that's one of my favorite missions, to have that action where everybody's against everybody. But if that's the case, we definitely want them to wear themselves out battling the Pandorans, if that's the case. So let's see how we want to approach this. Maybe, at least where we have the ability here and there, we'll see if we can't take out the Pandorans. What have we got here? Cecil Samuels, you potentially have a shot, and you don't have quick aim yet. Let's see what that shot looks like against the Triton. Ooh, and that vehicle is not well positioned for you, but maybe we can step you to the side to take a shot. We'll see, because I definitely despise neural weapons. Or do we hide to let New Jericho do all the fighting? But since we see some right off the bat, my first inclination is let's see what we can do as far as hurting them. Now these guys have Pain Chameleon torsos though, so let's find out if our shot's going to be good enough. Potentially. We're going to try to take out the Pain Chameleon torso. Ooh. Well, I guess if we're going to miss the Pain Chameleon torso, rather than having him disappear, that was the best alternative choice to have happen. Now, how far could you get?
I can make a difference.
For quick aim. You'd be able to get over here, but not far enough to really help us there. So maybe you would have a shot. Oh, that's pretty extreme distance. Let's see what your shot looks like. Oh, it says you can't see. Maybe because we have somebody in the way, huh? Sarin Black, are you in the way, blocking his line of sight of that Arthron? let's have you check out this building. And what we do, we don't see the armadillo we're here to get. So obviously we're taking this said armadillo directly away from New Jericho. Is the kind of the sense I'm getting here. So I imagine they're not happy to see us come here trying to get the armadillo. Now, where else? Okay, this is where we got to go for, what are they? The engine locks. So, when we don't know yet where the vehicle is. So maybe what we do is we jump our heavies down there. We deal with the Arthrons and others that we can at this point. And the rest of us kind of be very careful how we move out here to help the rest of the team. Why don't we just initially get into the building for starters, see if it's empty or not. We'll have you dash in there.
Pushing on.
With one dash. So when you go through the door, you have some maneuverability in case something's in there. And it would appear to be empty. Now these windows here, yeah, we can go right through them, so that means we can shoot through them, I would assume. So we got to be wary of vision potentially through those windows. We have will to potentially pick up upstairs, but I don't want to go upstairs because if they do end up shooting at us, and you know, there'd be a ring around them if we could activate them, like on a Haven defense, so I'm more inclined to think they are not our friends on this mission. Let's see. Let's just get you over here.
Target detected.
Uh-oh. Who do we see? We see a heavy somewhere, way over there to where we need to go. So getting into that building may not also be a piece of cake and easy peasy, will it? Interesting. This could be a tricky little mission for us. A tricky little mission. Now let's see. You do have a shot potentially on that Arthron back there. And since at the moment at least we don't have line of sight on him, so he shouldn't on us, and he's an assault and we're at amazing different distance, so if he shoots at us, I don't think he can really hurt us significantly. So let's do the quick aim. We're lucky if we hit in one shot.
Zooming in.
But the problem is there's lots of little holes we can miss through. But if we're lucky enough to hit in one shot, then we can move. Now, as Sir Salcease would say, that wasn't luck. That wasn't luck at all. Let's just move you over here, so hopefully we're blocked and protected by the building a little bit. Except, yeah, the neural pistol's at extreme range, so let's play it this way.
Here.
And let's see if you can't see him from here, so we got to get a step, which means we're only going to get one quick aim shot, or non-quick aim shot, to try and take out that torso. Can you connect? No, we are afraid to miss the torso, so we're just missing everything. That's the way that's working. Now, Landon, we talked about you being weak right off the bat. Let's take care of that problem. And then, now we'll save your will. Oh, actually, we won't save your will. I want to get you inside the building right off the start. And
right there.
Park you right there. Shane, Marine Grunt Vanson. We'll get you inside. Now it says we can see through there, so that I don't need the neural guy shooting back at us. So let's park you in there. And we spotted another. There's two heavies on the direction we need to go. Wow. Well, just checking. Our advantage if we go there is they don't have Warcry, we do. So they're just basic level 1ers. We are more advanced than them. So if I send my 2 jet jumpers over in that direction, there's lots of will to pick up, but it doesn't look like it'll be easy to get to. So if I start jet jumping in this direction, if we get close, we'll be able to protect ourselves somewhat with the war cry while we try to release the engine locks. So why don't we see how far we can jump? And I would ideally like to be able to get behind some cover over here, just in case there's other guys out there that we don't see that might want to hurt us. So let's jump here with you, Andrei. And we're seeing some enemies. Another heavy and an assault over there, but not a lot of Pandorans. So that'll still potentially make you a target, but you're in some what feels like decent cover. So let's move you over here. And how far can you, Vrantios Zeus? How far can you make it? Probably very similar. I would then be able to at least get you into that cover. And sending you guys out buddy, it's not a bad thing. And if I move here, then all of a sudden we can see through that little opening. Probably not an easy shot for a pistol, but I don't want to give that shot to the pistol. Not a neural pistol, at least. And I wanted you to go there. So you're in cover. Cecil, we'll keep you there. Soren, you're... Oh wait, Soren, no, you weren't done. I wanted to move you over into that corner. You obviously saw something.
Moving.
That got you to stop moving. Now, let's hope there's nothing that can take out our snipers that are a little bit exposed. Now the heavy is alerted. Is that to us or to the Pandorans? And there he goes. Bye-bye. But at least New Jericho. Oh, they're hitting. That sounded like a mind fragger. So did that. So there's a lot of enemies out there we have yet to see. There's a lot of Pandorans out there. There's also a lot of New Jericho snipers out there, which makes me uncomfortable getting too aggressive out into the open. Oh, looky there. Is that the armadillo? I don't recall seeing that before, so maybe we have somehow, maybe we saw it with our heavies and I didn't notice. That's exactly why I don't like that guy. That could have been us. He is now paralyzed. Well, there's one less heavy guarding the engine locks. Okay, so that is definitely, we saw the armadillo. That is what we're going for. That is what we're trying to find. And once we get the brake locks, then we got to figure out how to get over there. There's an exit zone there, and there's an exit zone here. So maybe we see about proceeding through this building and wait for an opportunity to maybe then get into this building, at least with a number of us. Because right now there's 6 of us, and I believe the armadillo can only hold 4 of us. I think. I do believe. So that means even if we get over there, 4 of us can be protected and drive this sucker out. But the rest of us have to find our own way out. So that's a little scary. Now, fortunately, we have some assaults that are a little dashy and fast. So maybe we try to get the snipers on board this thing. And of course, the heavies can jet jump as long as we somehow maintain our will. A lot to think about right about now, and how I want to do this. So I'm going to get ourselves over to this side of the building, and we're going to see about maybe, just maybe, because I'm a little hesitant about going up on this roof, because there's potential shots we could take from over here, and we don't know. I think one was an assault, but we don't know the other one. Pandora and New Jericho, but if that's a sniper, I don't like the idea of being on this roof either. And there's one sniper there, along with a heavy, semi-paralyzed assault. And then, of course, there's going to be other Arthrons trying to make a move on us. So, let's see. Let's take a look at our heavies first, and just see where they can jump. One, we could jump here, and then maybe take a couple steps down and be pretty good cover, and make that our first one by picking up some will on the way. And maybe if we're lucky, our other guy should be able to jump. That's Vrantios, should be able to jump into this cover, getting close to the building, and then you should be close enough either pick up this will or jump the roof or get behind the building. So we're gonna go teamies with the heavies here, and Andrei, you're taking the high ground.
Let's get this going.
We're gonna try this out, and then we're gonna drop you hopefully out of sight of any of the New Jericho guys that will be tempted to take a shot at you. Who knows what we saw? Okay, now that seems like it's a new Triton, but we're gonna continue with our plan here.
Rolling.
I could have stood there and war cried and probably picked up the Triton, but let's let New Jericho deal with him. At least this heavy's probably close enough to take him out. This guy's like a statue at the moment. And now you, Vrantios, let's see if you can jump as far as I was hoping. Yes, you can. And I'm not... Okay, that heavy can't really get to us if I jump you as far as you can. Right here. I don't know what else we saw in the process, and maybe it's just something we're already aware of. Okay, so this assault is what we picked up. He was a red blip earlier. So we're going to keep you right there. It says you can see this guy, which probably means he can see you, but New Jericho moves first. Let's hope this heavy takes out or takes on this guy, or at least this assault. And then if he tries running around to us, if he runs that far, he won't be able to shoot at us. And I didn't notice any grenades in his inventory, so at least we don't have to worry about that, I hope. So rather than war cry him, I want to keep his movements available this turn to try and take out the neural guy that scares me by squeezing through a shot through a crack in our cover. Now, on the inside, let's see if we can start maneuvering over to this door so that when we have an opportunity that presents itself, depending on how these guys all move in upcoming turns, we can maybe then get over to this building, which would then get us in reach of unlocking the armadillo, at least once we get the engine locks. So let's get moving in that direction. Probably don't want to stand by that door opening. Although we have a shot not from the sniper, but on the heavy. And I could take the shot with our shredding weapon, but I think
Moving to coordinates.
I'm going to get you out of view. So we really don't want to get into... Now the door's stuck open. Doggone
I was
it.
born ready.
So I guess I didn't think that one through properly. But we should be safe unless there's a high mobility Arthron that we are not aware of. So we're going to bring you over here, Shane Vanson. And we're going to try and set ourselves up. So
Ready.
we got the door covered. In fact, we can bring you here at least, Landon.
Moving to coordinates.
And we can get a little shredding. Now, if, and none of them are going to get to the door right away. So we'll just do a basic overwatch in case a Pandoran is in the area.
I'm on overwatch.
And everybody else stay put. And now, yeah, I decided we're not going to do Warcry there. So now the big thing is, what do we do with our snipers? Like I said, I would love nothing better than to pick up that will. However, probably the better source for this team is to try and get over to this building at some point. So we can then be close enough to jump out for the armadillo. So should we bring one of our snipers down the backside? Do we dare bring someone up high here and risk a shot getting to us just to get that will that I'm coveting? For at least the ones I'm aware of, I don't think he would have. That'd be a sliver of a shot for the assault. That would be a sliver of a shot, and it says I don't have a shot on the sniper. But if he was able to step over and shoot us, yeah, I'm not willing to take that risk. So, snipers.
Let's go.
Let's get you inside.
I'm here.
We're going to path indoor, take the indoor path. In fact, do I want to keep you in full cover? I'm not aware of anything too dangerous out there, so why don't we take a window position in case we get a shot next turn.
Running.
And Cecil. Yeah, I guess we're gonna bring you indoors also. We'll get a couple pistols equipped, so we can at least do some short range overwatch in case there's things out there that try running across the window. Soren, we're also going to give you a little overwatch around the door area here, in case something surprises us and comes through. And then our other two snipers, let's just do some pistol overwatching through these windows, short range. There's no sense wasting the bullets at things that far away. Just in case something is here that we aren't aware of that wanders in front of our view at close range, sure, we'll take a shot.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Okay, that assault that was on the roof is no longer on that particular building roof. That roof is clearing. Which means that heavy is going to try for us. Yeah. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't come around the backside now. I wonder if that New Jericho guy got taken over by a mindfragger. I guess we'll find out when we gain sight on him. No, a Pandoran attacked it, so it's not a mindfragger. Maybe it was a Myrmidon sound? It sounded like something small. So is there even a Myrmidon on this map? Wow. A lot of Pandorans out there is the sense I'm getting. Okay. So this heavy really isn't in a position to get us. And there's a hell of a lot of activity going on right here. So right now, this is not the building to move into. All this activity right in the way of the armadillo is not does not interest me at the moment. Let's see what we can do here. Kind of is limiting to be able to jet jump anywhere out of here. The only good thing is we're behind a lot of cover. But yeah, he'll be able to shoot through some of that, potentially, with his Overwatch. But it would almost be in my best interest to try and run through here. He will have a shot on me, but with his low-slung weapon, how many of those bullets will make it through? Do I feel lucky? Do I feel lucky? I'm sensing the answer is no. And that kind of limits your ability to jump over here too. So maybe what we do is this.
Ready.
Is we set up, we stay put this turn, and we war cry. So that way he shouldn't be able to overwatch next turn, right? Am I thinking that through right? But since the Overwatch is already set here now, we're kind of stuck there to a degree. Andrei, can we get to you next? And what are our options with you? If we can stay out of there, out of sight, out of mind with the New Jericho, we have a good chance of... Or, with you now having war cried him, are you going to be in good shape to be able to get in this building? And what is the way to get, best way to get in? We should be able to, yeah, if we come back here, we can get through that window. It's showing a path line through that window. So if he can't overwatch next turn, we can jump over here and get in the building. And then if he wants to get over into the building, he won't be able to shoot us. So that'll be too little, too late. We'll be able to get what we need with just one soldier. And that is you, Vrantios. Then I'm wondering what we do with you. I still think we got to keep the buddy over here just in case. I still feel that. Problem is, we're a little stuck on our desire to move in this direction towards that buggy. So, one could argue that maybe once the jet jumpers get done here, they jump around to get over here, and we try to get everybody over here out this way. Except you can't get out along the edge all the way, so that's not a safe. That's fraught with danger also. So, if If we can take this over, at least we get the guns of the armadillo to also help us out and make our escape. So I still think we got to think about getting over here. So let's peek. In fact, what we could do, since we got our will, who do we help out more? Do we need to try and get a shot on a Pandoran? And let's find out if we dashed. So we could get out here. Here would give us a shot on the Pandoran, and then we could dash back in. Shall we try it? Let's go see what the Pandoran is. Let's get a little sight on a few of these enemies over here, so we know what we're dealing with. That makes sense to me. And hope nobody's on Overwatch. Okay, we spotted our fair share of enemies. That guy at least is bleeding. This guy is not. Let's see if we have a shot that we can squeeze through there by the shield.
Ready to engage.
Are we close enough to connect on it? Potentially. Yeah, it says we can. Okay, there we go. We can do this. Let's try it.
Got you.
Okay, we got him bleeding and slowed down. So ultimately, that'll help us, right? In our effort to get out of here. So let's run back into our corner and stay safe. It's like, who do we wear down? Do we need to wear them down more, or do we need to wear us down more? Now this guy's going to be able to do some damage on them, or these guys will. Let's see.
Receiving.
Tell you what, Shane Marine Grunt Vanson, where can you dash to? You can only dash far enough to see their sniper. And you don't have as much will to play with unless we get a chance to pick up more. So I don't know if I want to push moving you out the door. You can take a shot on a heavy, but you aren't built to damage a heavy. You're built to damage the other thing. And over here, we're not guaranteed a shot on the Arthron. So the only damage we could do this turn is right there. Decent damage. Potentially more because there's not a lot of armor, but half of those shots will end up missing anyway. So I think we have best chance to do damage this way.
Hostile wounded.
And let's dash back into our little cover.
Pushing on.
And you didn't quite go in there where I tried to get you, doggone it. But nobody should be able to run and get a shot through the door and be able to shoot. That's the good news. Landon Avery, I'm thinking I'm going to bring you over here because I don't think he can move, say, here. Yeah, he might be able to get an angle on you. I sure would like to get you a little closer. Where's the ladder? And that says he would have a shot on you. That says that's long distance. So actually, if we position you here, you could potentially dash up for the will up here and help us that way. Why don't we position you here, and we can always run back in the building. I don't think you're exposed by locating yourself right there. Now our snipers can maybe help us in our access to the brakes by taking some shots on their heavy. Although the paralyzed heavy's in the way of most of our potential shots. Lovely. Absolutely lovely.
Ready to engage.
And that shot is like over a trash can. So it is this guy that we see. It's just not a great shot.
Finger on the trigger.
It's not a great shot at all. So we probably will not move you or have you take that shot. But what I will do is I'm now going to bring you over here, Cecil, to help with Overwatch out this way. We'll cover the doorway. Landon, stay put. You did your war cry. Let's hang on and see what our snipers do before we end your turn. Let's see what your shot looks like. Oh, that's a shot on him. What do the other ones look like? That's the paralyzed guy, and there's our non-paralyzed guy. We're going to go for the guy overwatching in the back and see if we can get lucky. I'm not going to use quick aim on this one. Did we go high again? We sure as heck did. No comment, Mark. No comment at all. Let's see what your shot looks like. And that is the guy we want to try and hit. And that's the best shot we've had so far. So this is what I'm going to do. Quick aim.
All I need is a clear shot.
You delivered, Sir Southeast. We're going to try and finish the job to clear our way to those engine locks.
Hostile missed.
Yeah, close, but not quite. Close, but no cigar. So we'll hang out right here. We're not going to move this turn and risk some damage. In fact, I'm going to step you back a step.
Moving now.
And do that. Now, mark the hat. Just do close-up pistol overwatch.
Holding position.
Andrei. Well, the only one that you can see from there is the paralyzed one. So we'll get you ready to jump from there also to help us out. Or, now that they're off the roof, well, we don't know about that guy yet. I'm just going to keep you right there because I think that gives you a within reach of potential more will if we need it. We'll think about it.
Time to wreck.
So he is definitely trying to come around and get in our way. And the heavy did his job against an a Pandoran.
Taking care of business. You're gonna get crushed.
You're gonna love this. Kablam!
Let's face it, there's a lot of enemies. There's a lot of activity going on this map. Holy smokes.
me.
Okay, the one thing I gotta say about this map is I am not liking the fact that we appear to be so spread out, you know, with these two guys over here. Now the good news is I can get over here and make my move on those engine brakes because he is not overwatched. The thing is it better, it's probably, let's see if I can jump to this spot and if that'll work. Yeah, because that's a ladder, not a door to get in there, so we're protected from him if we do that. I can get here. And then I should be able to crawl through the window. So let's just make, yeah, it does show that I have a path through the window. So let's jump just because it gets us there farther, faster, quicker. And Vrantios, get inside.
Moving to
Hit one of our targets. Oh, and we got some will off of that too. That was much needed. We got to keep the will coming for us to be able to move out of here. I'll tell you that. What we will then do is Andrei, I'm thinking if you can jump far enough over here, we can war cry this sucker. And let's see where you can jump and where we want you to jump to help us out. Now technically I probably don't need to necessarily war cry him if we're get into a safe spot. Like maybe this will be a safe spot. I don't know what weapons they have here, these nasty little devils. And if I come here and war cry, we got this guy. That's the one I gotta check. What is, oh, I guess I don't see on this screen, do I now? Let's go back here and check his movement. 16. So if I went to pick up this will, nope, I don't think that's the best move. What we can do is moving you here, and then maybe we can get you behind this structure and pick up the will Vrantios, and then from there we might be able to jump somewhere. So I think your job, what is the best job for you, my friend? Because we don't really need to war cry him. I guess I got to bring you over here so that we have the option to war cry again if we need it. And hopefully he's more busy worrying about them than us. What do we think? Because if I come here, you'll be over here. You'll be in line of sight of this guy, potentially. Now this overall is perhaps better cover against the enemies out there. None of them have neural weapons that we are aware of right now, and he's going to be busy and occupied by the New Jericho guy there. So let's do this. Let's bring you here in war cry just so our New Jericho heavy doesn't shoot us. And we have a better indication of what's out there. Okay, so that is an assault sitting up here unhurt that we have to be aware of. And let's war cry. So at least we don't have to worry about a heavy shot while we're on the roof. Everybody else is at enough distance. I'm not super concerned. What that does is that allows us here to think about dashing up to get this will. So let's see how far that gets us. Oof. Oof. I was hoping it would get us up the ladder, but it gets us to the ladder. Let's find out regular movement. Now it's still more efficient to dash to the ladder. We can get up the ladder. How far can we dash? We can dash over to here, and then we'll be able to get up to that top roof. and into some cover.
Moving out.
We're seeing stuff left and right. We're seeing stuff all around.
Let's go.
Uh-oh. Holy smokes! Yeah. And she can mess us up with that psychic scream, that's for sure. We are not in a good spot. Now we've got to make a play to get away from her. Hopefully she's going to be distracted by him. We got to do a little some aggressive play. Ooh, you can see her from there. That does not excite me that she tries to get close to psychic scream you. That does not excite me at all. Dang. And the only problem is this guy potentially could then shoot at you at long distance in some not amazing cover. I think I may just keep you there because I don't want you in sight of her. Holy crap.
Let's show 'em what we can do.
We got to get moving, guys. We've got to get moving. With that siren, that's just added something else to the mix here. Let's do a dash. Let's see what we can do here. See if we see this guy at the same time. And see this guy even at the same time. Dash out.
Enemies.
And we almost see them all. Now this guy spit poison, so this is probably an Arthron right here that spit some poison on the heavy, is what I'm guessing. Oof, they're all the freak. They're all over the place. Let's see.
See you in the next life.
How far can you dash now? Into an open doorway. So we're going to have this guy and this guy who could hurt you. And I think this is just a dead New Jericho guy. So question now becomes, can I get enough extra shots out here? It means getting a little risky, potentially with a sniper also. So let's not move you yet. So we're not going to dash you. We're going to try and take a look at what Shane Vanson can do for us. Can she finish off this one? Can you get into the a good enough position? I don't think so. Yeah, it's not saying that we can get into a good enough position to shoot the Triton. Doggone it. And you would have a shot on this guy, so I think we got to come back into this freaking building one more time. For protection. I could get a sniper over here overwatching. We've really got to get over here so we can get to that thing. And gosh almighty. Now I do have two other snipers back here.
Ready.
That can get places. But not necessarily. Oh, we have some options over this way. Maybe we have some options. The question is, your movement is 16. You could reach me. You have a pistol I don't want to get paralyzed with. You could shoot me. Now, I could also get Sir Saucisse over here, but then we start getting ourselves becoming interested in these other guys over here. Those guys will become interested in us, but I think for one turn we can probably get away with this. Maybe you can get a shot on the shield bearer. what's your path coming out here? So we would have to move, if I'm standing my back up there, so we're going to be coming out here. I would preferred order, Sir Southeast, is get you here first, make sure you can do some damage on this guy, and then once we know that's taken care of, bring you out here, Mark, to take out the Triton. If only we had a Shane Marine Grunt Vanson in play. Unless, how much do we have left on here? So my pistol can do 60 damage. So actually, I can take out this guy. So that'll work. I'm okay doing it that way. So let's take advantage of your pistol, Shane Marine Grunt Vanson. Let's try it this way. And dash you over here. Now you still won't be able to see him with a pistol, but if we step forward to get that pistol shot, you'll still have some movement left. It'll probably keep you out here though, which is not ideal. But immediately, from what we know, there's no one immediately nearby that can hurt you from there. So we're gonna play what we know, and hopefully we know enough. Okay, actually we do see this guy. Hopefully he's interested in the heavy. One can hope. Let's step forward for the pistol shot.
Advancing.
Why am I thinking you have a pistol? You don't have a pistol. Well, we'll still be okay standing in the open as long as this guy doesn't decide to come and slash us. So, I don't know why I had pistol on the brain, because I'm looking at my snipers and then transferring their pistol to my assault. Let's take him out. If we're lucky, we can start getting some panics out here. Ooh, there's another Arthron even there. Holy crap. So we're probably going to dash you out of the way for you, Soren Black. At least you're hiding from some sight on these guys.
I'm here.
So Mark, we're going to bring you here. Hopefully we don't see anything new. And so far,
I can make a difference.
Soren, is this, yeah, we can bring you here for a shot.
I'm repositioning.
This is our big move. We're making our move to the next building so we can pick up the vehicle. Because next turn, we're going to get the brake locks. So let's hope all this coordinates properly to be successful. Good game. He just has a head. So we actually can neutralize him if we can take out that pincer.
Target hit.
And you, Mark, just saved us there. Although it looks like we hit our vehicle. Your follow through went straight through and hit the vehicle. But he is neutralized. He can do nothing to us now. Oh, heaven forbid the day they learn how to swing that shield around and hurt us that way. So that means, actually, Sir Southeast, why don't you help us out somewhere else? Let's see what some of your other shot options might be. We'll do a quick aim. And see if they're worth taking. Well, that's the paralyzed heavies who one day will return. Yeah, the thing is, if I do this to help protect the New Jericho guy, he's probably too far away to hurt us. So yeah, I kind of think we give this shot a go. Help out New Jericho, because it won't kill him. Maybe New Jericho can then take his turn to kill him. Now, the only thing I got to worry about is this guy. We've got we've gotten to panic level for the Arthrons. We got a long way to go to start panicking the Tritons and the Siren. Yeah, the Siren's got 31 freaking will. Holy smokes. That's not the kind of reinforcement we needed. So I'm going to keep you right there. Ooh, can you see that person from there? So maybe I move you a step closer. I don't want that Siren to see you. I don't want her distracted. And even though it's a move into the open, I'm moving you there. And Cecil, I'm moving you there.
Tango spotted.
Who else did we see? Hopefully it's just someone we already know about. I don't see anybody new. So keep going, Cecil. Sauron. I'm going to use that other dash of yours. Do I really need to now? Let's save it for when we truly need it. Yeah, I do really need to, because that gives you sight on the Siren, and I don't want her to see us. So I'm going to dash.
Pushing on.
Plus we got some will. Let's hope this is working for us, guys. This is tense. Come on, Siren. Go for the heavy.
Taking them out.
I'll enjoy this. Eliminating all. Retaking the planet one step at a time.
Okay, we are in a tough spot now with Siren ignoring the heavy over here and coming towards us. I guess she figures there's enough poison on this guy to take care of him. That's what she's thinking. And probably with good reason. So I'm kind of thinking, let's go over here and see about unlocking the engine locks. That's important for us right now. That's step one for us. And where? Oh, we lost track. Oh no, he's right outside. No, we lost track of our heavy friend over here. Did one of these guys kill him? I don't recall seeing that in the action between turns, but then I think I was just mesmerized and trying to think of what I needed to do this turn as things were unfolding. Let's get you, Vrantios, right here.
Here I am. Let's do this.
Okay, we released the engine locks. Now, Vrantios, I'm going to move you over here to cover and to pick up Will, and you'll be able to jump from there next turn. You are in line of sight for this guy with a dangerous weapon for shredding, but at his range, I don't believe we're in threat, so I'm going to... The will is that important to what's coming up here, I think. I got to make sure we got enough will to do what I want next. We're going to bring you over here to pick up the will. And who did we see? I don't know if we saw anybody new, but there we go.
Rolling out. Tango spotted.
There's our heavy friend. We know where he is now.
Here I am. Let's do
Get
this.
into some good cover. Now, we can war cry. I don't know who the hell we can see. Who's close enough to us for war cry? Oh, it must be the heavy? Let's find out. Yeah, so actually, why don't we take that wild card out of the mix and Warcry the Heavy so he can't use his big gun against us. Now, I gotta think about what I want to do with yet another heavy. Do I dare get you into this mix over here? Or do I see if we can jump you behind some of these guys? Now, what are these guys? Independent handgun and the new Jericho weapon. So if they were Warcried, they could still take shots. 2 pistol shots, 1 of those shots. So I don't know if that's worthwhile. Let's see how far you can jump. So that'll help us make some decisions here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'll be iffy if I jumped there. It'll be iffy as to whether we would be able to reach him with a war cry. And if I get any closer, I don't like the odds of them doing damage against us. He's gonna bleed out. So I'm kind of thinking we do the war cry. You're in cover. I don't think 1 assault rifle and 2 pistol shots will kill you. The question is, he better shoot here and he better shoot here because that's their best targets against each other. And then we'll be able to jump you somewhere again. So let's hold off on you because this one is not critical. This move that I'm hoping will happen over here is critical. And that is, I want to get you in the vehicle, Soren, because I want to be able to use that vehicle now that the engines are unlocked and see if we can get a shot on this lady up here and to help us out that way. So that's the first thing I want to do, because depending on what damage we can do on the lady will determine everything else and how everybody else moves. So let's do that first. Soren, you're the closest to be able to get in there with dash, and that's why I wanted to pick up the will first to make sure you could reach that vehicle.
Let's go.
Okay, vehicle, what can you see? And I am counting on you to be able to see this. What's our best chance to hit? I'm assuming this is. Not as much as I was hoping. Her tail is gone. Now, where's my next closest assault? That's you down here. Do you have a way on the roof? Not a good enough way onto the roof. We also have this freaking Triton over here.
Here.
That's a problem. Now we have snipers also. What can you see from your angle? Not what we want you to see. Plus we also have this guy with some decent hit points down here. Oh boy, we got a lot going on. So I'm kind of thinking we got to clear the way for the rest of us a little bit, and we just might have enough to get it done. Mark.
Aiming.
It's only a regeneration torso, so we can afford to zero in. Quick aim. Good first shot. And now let's see what this second shot looks like up here. And if it's not any good, we can follow up where we started. Ooh, I can't believe the UI. It's because a slasher arm is hanging over. Well, guess what? This is not a good shot. We're going to follow up right here.
One more dealt with.
Now this guy's panicked, which is a good thing, because that means I now have some further flexibility. This guy's harmless. This guy is still a potential threat, and he's fast. So we're not out of the woods yet. We are absolutely not out of the woods yet. Now it says I could see this guy, but oh, maybe I would have a better chance here since this guy's panicked. And let's hope this poison works on you so that you do not come back and shoot us in the back while we're actually helping things over here. Holy smokes. Cecil.
Come get some.
No, he's panicked. No, he's poisoned. There's the one we want. Ooh, is it enough to get him to bleed? I don't know. Yes! Okay, so we don't have to worry about him now. Now, we can continue focusing on that nasty little lady up high, the siren. And one of those options is going to involve a dash. We just got to get to an angle that you will be able to see her up high. And hopefully have a shot into the leg. So let's get you dashing over there. So as you can see her from there, let's just see what the shot looks like. Yeah, I want a slightly better angle. I definitely want a slightly better angle. Also, before I dash, is this potentially a better angle? Potentially. And with this guy dying, hopefully these guys occupied with each other, that's where we're going.
Gotta keep going.
That's the shot I'm looking for, right there. Oh, it's still not quite enough. Landon Avery. Says you can see her from here. What does that mean?
I've got this.
Ooh, I think if we just move you forward to this, ooh, but then there may be, if I'm tempted to get you closer, but then we have other things that could be blocking your line of sight. Potentially, but no, that angle, at least that angle seems good. There's what we're looking for. There's what we're hoping for. Do it. That goes a long way towards helping us out. Let's hope the poison. How does the poison work? Is that 70 going to come straight off his health? That's what I'm counting on, because I don't want him to hurt us. How about just in case I keep you there? I'm still not sold on when the poison goes off, how much of the poison goes off, you know, you name it. We can then get you, Sir Salcease, to this cover, so even if he is shooting at us, he shouldn't be able to kill you. I hope.
Going in.
And now, we can think about jumping. And now, we can jump farther back, because this guy's panicked. So I think if we took this cover back here, farther away, we're gonna try war crying
Here
from
we go.
here. For this guy, and we get him. okay. I thought he was going to shoot at us. That's okay. But, you know, just as a note. Okay, the other guy panicked now. There's a reinforcement. All right. So this heavy over here, drop. Yep, he's a pile of bones now. So what we got to do is get this vehicle out of here, but in the process, I would feel a lot better about loading up some snipers. So, and we do have a reinforcement over here somewhere, yeah, that we also have to worry about.
All set.
What I'm gonna do, you're panicked. You could jump down to hurt us, but you got other targets that you can see out in front of you. So let's hope that his overwatch keeps you locked in place. And let's get a peek in. Oh, if we get a peek inside the building, they might go after us. So let's come to the bottom of the stairs, and maybe he won't jump down to try and shoot us. And that gets us, I think, safely moving in the direction we want, at least with you, Shane Vanson.
Dashing ahead.
And then what I want to do is off. I guess I can keep you on there. But I definitely need to get my snipers on board now also. So, and what kind of weapon do you have? Shotgun. Don't want him getting close to our shiny new vehicle. Well, I guess it's the shiny new vehicle we're going to give to Kaos. So let's offload
I'm ready.
you, Soren. Because you can dash. We're going to get you running on your own. We're going to put you here because this guy's panicked. There's a chance he will come over to shoot at us, but I'm counting on him being forwardly distracted and locked in place by that overwatch. That's my thinking. Just trust me as I tell you my thinking that my fingers and toes are also crossed as I say those words. Let's see. Let's get over here and see if some snipers can get on board.
I'm prepared.
Well, what I could do a pistol shot before I leave. Try and hurt him. Doesn't look like a head that matters. Doesn't spit, so let's just hurt his leg. And let's run the heck out of here.
Moving in quick.
I can make a difference.
Now, you can move here and quick aim and get on board. So let's try it. The reason I'm worrying about taking him out is so that he doesn't just claw the vehicle and put us in an awkward position that way. So we're going to spend some will.
Confirming target.
We'll go for the arm. And actually, without the head, he should be taken care of. So let's get on the vehicle. And now let's get our other, or maybe we don't have to drive anymore because you can reach. So that's a good thing.
Relocate.
And since we have the room, can you reach it? Yes. Even though we may let you out at some point, Landon Avery. If we need some shots, but at least we're loaded on the vehicle. And we have a shot there. He can't hurt us, and he can't hurt us. So we're gonna take the potential shot from this guy and drive over here to try and provide some cover to some of us. In fact, this cover could block any view he might have on you, and at the same time maybe we'll get some cover from up high, if that's the way that works. So let's drive here. Alright, I think I'm going to keep the vehicle right there after I turn the corner. There we go. That's the plan. Now we got some heavies left to get motoring. Let's see what they can best do for us here. I'm thinking we'll jump you, Andrei, over in this direction perhaps. There's some will inside there, or better yet, let's just run you in there to pick up the will. You should be able to get out of windows. Yeah, you'll have windows you can then get out to the evac zone. So let's get you in the door here. Now we're gonna jump. I'm thinking this will be just close enough to war cry against him. You might have him take a shot against you.
Check this out.
But once again, a single shot won't kill you. Alright, I think we have a light at the end of the tunnel. Let's hope I have not spoken too soon. I'm glad the vehicle was there to provide some cover. Was not expecting a shot from downstairs through the window. And that could have hurt our assault. Ooh.
This stings.
That hurt our assault. Also. Ooh. Notice I said the assault because I'm not sure exactly who this was. Let's find. Oh, Sauron. Man, and you had been in the safety of the vehicle. Now you have all your dashes. So you should be able to get where we need you to get. You can't run through that way. So we're going to have to get the vehicle out of the way first. That's the first step. Let's move the vehicle just a little farther forward so we can still shoot if we decide we need it to. And then let's Sauron, see how far you can get dashing pretty far. And if I can get you behind this vehicle, I'll feel a whole heck of a lot better about your well-being and safety. So we can get you over there. You won't be healed this turn. But it also then gets you within sniffing distance of the exit. In fact, is it better to go here? Yeah, I'm thinking better here than there. So let's go here.
Let's go.
And I think you're going to be safe from fire next turn. Now we got to see how far the Marine Grunt can haul buns. It looks like Shane Vanson will be safe, at least for a turn. Who do we see back here? Oh, that guy's way back. So let's give you the oil barrel cover. We have no more will. So actually for you, Shane Vanson, I don't know if you'll be able to leg it out this next turn. Now, vehicle-wise, we can get around here, and it'll still give us a shot. Or what I may do, just to make sure we can get out next turn, is try this. Because I think you have enough dash. Yes, Soren, you have 2 dashes. So let's do this. Let's bring the vehicle over here. Because I want to try guaranteeing we can get out next turn. Let's turn it this way. Well, there goes half our corner cover. And we have an assault on the vehicle.
Let's show
And that's
what
you,
we can
Landon.
do.
We're going to have you disembark. And then, Landon, you got full dash. And so we're going to get you moving.
No time to lose.
And what we do is we can get you then, Marine Grunt Vanton, who has no will left to dash out next turn, onto the vehicle. And then that assures us the next turn we'll be able to get out of here. And vehicle and all. So now the heavies need to get positioned. And Landon Avery, you have a dash. And even if we dash you, you'll still be able to get out next turn. Whoops.
Pushing
We'll give you that cover. And then Vrantios will also bring you in reach of the exit. And that should do it for us. We should be ready to go. We won't be able to shoot here. So let's actually bring the vehicle here to make sure we just definitely block Soren from this angle. All right, guys, I think we're ready.
You're gonna love this. Hope you enjoy pain. This is ours. Go!
Alrighty, we're gonna just get the hay out of here, and we'll be back as soon as we're done. That, my friends, was one hell of a mission. It actually is one of my new favorite missions now. I love it when there's so much going on like that. That was awesome. As far as the XPs, though, sure didn't dole out much XP. That's the downside of these Chaos missions. They don't have the payoff that some other missions. For all we went through, this is all we picked up. Shame on you, Chaos.
Bias West sure knows how to make death machines. And once I break this apart, we will know too. Oh, I'm going to have fun with these. I will probably have some pretty interesting tech ready next time you visit.
That maniacal laugh put a smile on my face, I have to admit. All right. Actually, cost to replenish, not bad. All right, guys, that was a long mission. We're not going to continue too much. About all I'm going to do is fly our 2 airships back to Chaos just so we can find out where the next mission is. I don't know that I want to do it right away after that one. Let's see what our new research is. A siren autopsy. We're adding that to the mix. That was our first siren, guys. That surprised the heck out of me, seeing one this early. Wow. Okay, let's fly over here to Kaos. Okay, we've got here so we can pick up our personnel. Hermann Heisenberg von Hertz, you are on the Tiamat to fly around for a little bit. I would love to keep you there training some more, but if I get a point where I can get a second training base built, maybe we'll send some of the lower level characters back there, but with a single training base, it takes a little too long to get ourselves promoted, so we're gonna fly you around instead. And what I'm gonna do with the Tiamat, this is what I'm thinking. It's a slow ship. It's going to take a while to get over here, but once it gets here, even the Tiamat will be able to hit through this group of clustered sites with relative ease. And yes, we're risking an ambush. I understand. I know that. But that's what we're going to do. Although I'm going to send the Tiamat here first because this is in the mist. And then we'll figure out where to explore next. Hermann, on your way with the Tiamat. And then everybody else, let me just make sure. Yeah, we're just going to get our next mission and call this episode right here. Let's take a look in Kaos and let's see how the prices have lowered. Ooh, armadillo, scarab. Now these weapons that are showing up are a lot cheaper than they used to be. The vehicle augmentations are super pricey, so vehicles are out of reach. We actually have an actual Kaos Buggy, but they're too expensive. Now why? I don't see those other weapons anymore. So apparently the marketplace changes quite a bit, so some of those early weapons that we saw aren't even available anymore. Offers change every day. So what do we got? We got these stinking, well, that's a shotgun. 50 damage, 5 acid, 8 burst, effective range at 19, which is amazing for a shotgun. So it's still more than I want to spend, I think, on a weapon. But we're starting to see some changes. Maybe at some point we'll be able to pull the trigger over here. I just don't feel it's worthwhile yet. Let's get a few more missions out of the way to really get those prices within reach is what I'm thinking. So if we want to get some upgrades to the standard Aspidas, we will need to deliver one to the maker. That means it's going to be probably a Synedrian mission just like this. Holy smokes. Let's at least find out where it is. And it's down here. So we know there's a Synedrian base down here. Wow. There's a lot going on, guys. And we haven't even... Mount Egg hasn't hatched yet. The Corrupted Horizons mission hasn't come out yet. And I feel like my head's spinning with things we have to do. So hope you're enjoying the playthrough so far. Hope you enjoyed that last mission. I had a blast playing it. I was a little tense. In fact, I got to go stretch my neck. I was sitting here so tense during that mission. But I hope you all at least enjoyed it. This is Zigzag signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.